I'm just waiting to see if Lyndon Churn, who I've been trying to get hold of for 3 days now, is finally there. You know, said that they start work at... Hello?
Yes, hello, sorry, she's not available just yet, but if I can take your contact number, and you say it's Andrew.
Oh, no, I've been trying to get hold of her for 3 days, right?
Right, okay.
It's 12 o'clock, she started work. Talk to me, I'm not interested in all this hanging about and being messed about.
Right, okay. No, it would have been a couple of minutes, it's not...
I ain't got a couple of minutes, mate, I'm a busy man.
Right, okay, so if you can bear with me, I can just see if, as soon as she's available, I'll pass
Thank
the
you.
call through to deal with your query. And I'm not avoiding it, I'm trying to take your details down to ensure that the communication between yourself and Lyndon is made.
Listen, right? Listen, my friend, right? Your company's been telling me lies for over a year, right? All this pretense that you're a good company who do your work properly, we can drop all that, because I've got proof that you're a bunch of liars who try and con your customers, okay?
Okay, I can't comment on anything.
Well, I can. You told me that I had to have a water meter and that the alternative to the water meter would cost £660. You just sent me a letter telling me, actually, the alternative to the water meter is 400 quid. So you're a bunch of liars. Get Lyndon on the phone as quick as possible, please.
Okay, just bear with me, please. Thank you.
Oh, look at this. This is customer relations, this is. This is actually the customer relations department I'm dealing with. What a bunch of jokers. See, she don't want to talk to me because she's position's untenable, right? They're trying to pretend they ain't done anything wrong when they've been lying for a year. I've got the email up from Nicola Hill. Ofwat also, our regulator, Ofwat, also support our policy. Therefore, we are in our rights to keep the meter charges at your property. No, you're not. That's a lie, that is. I got another email where they told me it cost me 660 quid if I went on the rates. Actually, it's only 394.89. Another lie. That's why she don't want to talk to me. She's going to make me wait a couple of minutes. There we go. Dear oh dear. I wonder how long she kept me waiting. That's 4 minutes. Yeah. It's not important, you see. My view doesn't matter. I thank you for keeping me waiting 5 minutes. You started work at 12 o'clock. You should be ready for me. I've been trying to get hold of you for 3 days. This is unprofessional. I've been trying to get hold of you for 3 days. You've got my telephone. I've communicated with you many times.
Sorry about that, Andrea. I'm just going to put you through, okay?
Thank you. I'm recording this conversation. Decibel use the same music. British Gas, not gas bill. Shows you how old I am, that does.
Hello, Mr. Earl, through to Linden. How can I help?
Yeah, I received a letter from you dated the 10th of February 2015, right? We wrote to you recently, you know the letter, it's got your name on it.
Regarding the assessed charge account.
Right, well, what's really been happening is I moved to this property on the 30th of September 2013.
Yeah.
When I moved in here, there was a budget meter for the gas, budget meter for the electricity, and a water meter for the water.
Right, okay.
I got in touch with the electricity board and the gas board and got them to change their meters to the lowest possible tariff that I can have, yeah? I get to pick, right? You, Severn Trent, you didn't want to do that. I've got the email dated the 14th of November 2013 from Nicola Hill, where she says, "Thank you for your email about the meter being removed." Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, it's a bit faint, but I can hear you, yeah.
Right. "Thank you for the email about the meter being removed from your property. When a customer requests a meter to be fitted, we allow them 12 months to revert back to set rates. After this time, I'm afraid they have no choice but to stay on meter charges. As your meter was fitted in 2004, we won't remove it. This is the same with every water company. It's a much fairer way to charge our customers. Any properties built after 1990 are automatically fitted with water meters. Guidelines that give 12 months to revert back to unmeasured charges are set out in the Water Industry Act 1991, section 144A. Our regulator, Ofwat, also support our policy. Therefore, we're in our rights to keep the metered charges in your property." That statement is a lie. You have no such right. And that's why 2 years later, or 18 months later, you were writing to me saying, "Oh, yeah, look, you got the outcome you required," and trying to pretend nothing happened. Right? That's not the case. Your company said that it would cost £660 for this property. I've got another email from Sarah Memory, right, stating that as a fact, just like this clown Nicola Hill has claimed that you've got the law on your side when you haven't. So what you're doing is your company have been mis-selling water meters, right? You lied to me and claimed that I had to have the water meter. Well, you were wrong. I don't have to have the water meter. And now you're presenting me with a £500 bill, part of which, £200 out of which, is an estimate for the water meter that you weren't allowed to force me to have. Okay?
Right, yeah.
Do you understand that, do you?
I'm listening, yeah, I'm just listening to what you're saying.
Well, you need to make a comment about the lies that your company have been telling.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to...
I'm finished. I'm telling you your company is a disreputable thieves who tried to steal 200 and odd quid off of me.
Thieves, and it's not my company, but if...
You work for Severn Trent. I'm not talking to Lyndon Churn, right? No, not the person. I've got to shout because you said you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, but I'm not... Well, I can now. It was only... I could...
Okay, well, I'll lower the tone. I'll lower the tone again. You told me you couldn't hear me. I've got it. I'm recording this conversation, so I've got it all on recording. I'm not being awkward. You are. You're in a very difficult position. Your company, Severn Trent, I'm not talking to you as a person. I'm talking to you as customer relations for Severn Trent. It's not a personal attack on you. It's an attack on your lying, thieving, scumbag company. And you'll have to learn to make the differentiation between that and stop pretending to be offended. Okay? I think she's hung up.
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, we'll reply then.
I just don't appreciate the way you're actually speaking to me.
Well, you represent a company that's been telling me lies.
Yeah, well, we haven't at all.
Yes, you have. I just told you. You have no right to force me to have a water meter. You haven't. If you had of, you would have forced me to have a water meter, but you can't. You've been lying about that. It's your turn to comment now.
Well, we haven't
You have lied. You see, unfortunately for you, I've read the Water Industries Act. Your staff, Nicola Hill and then Sarah Memory, from the Customer Relations team where you work, do you know them?
Yes, I do. I don't know Nicola Hill. I know the name, but I don't know her specifically.
Right, so they're people who work... These people have made the mistake of... See, usually you get away with telling your lies on phones when people aren't recording the conversation. Unfortunately, I'm not like that. I write emails. And you've made the mistake, as a company, of putting in writing things that aren't true. They're patently untrue. I've read the Water Industries Act, and it has no... What it says is, the only thing it says about water meters is that they're voluntary. It makes no mention of them being compulsory. So your staff have been lying. Those aren't the truth. They haven't been telling the truth. They've been lying. And the reason they've done it is because you want to charge me £600, £700 a year for my water instead of £394. Okay? And that's what you've been trying to do for a year. And the problem we're at now is you presented me with a bill that's an estimate. I don't pay estimates. You'll have to give me a precise reading, or else I'm not paying you anything.
How can we bill you to an actual...
That's not my problem. That's not my problem. See, what I would imagine the outcome would be is that you wouldn't try and charge me for a water meter that you couldn't force me to have. You charge me the £394 for the year that I should have been charged on unmetered charges. That's what you should have done, but you don't want to even do that. You want to try and steal another £100 off me.
Well, I personally converted your account onto the unmeasured assess charges where...
and out of that £500, £300, £100 is out of the £500, £300 of it is for metered charges that you weren't entitled to force me to have, right? Out of that £300, £200 of that is just a guess on your part because your meter stopped working. Your turn again. So you're just presenting me with a...
You're just not prepared to listen, or anything I say in your life is going to be wrong.
I haven't said... You haven't said anything yet.
Well, I'm just...
Say something and then I'll tell you if I think you're wrong. You haven't said anything yet. You've bubbled around, tried to pretend your company isn't lying when it patently has been. You know, the difficulty you've got isn't anything I've done. It's all of your own making.
Well, no, the difficulty started when you moved in and refused to actually re-meter the property.
That's right. And you said as a company that you had the law on your side and you could force me. And turns out you couldn't. You were lying about that. That's where the problem is. See where the problem is? It's nothing I've done. It's you. Your company.
Well, there's nothing I can physically do for that account.
Well, then, here's how it's going to go. Until you present me with a proper bill, I'm not going to pay it. And I'll see you in court at some time. And then all of you lot, I've got like 100 hours of recordings of all you clowns telling lies. And you'll all get to come to court and you can hear yourself tell lies in public. You know, if that's what you're saying, you can't do anything. I'm not paying an estimated bill.
Well, it has to be estimated because we didn't have the means.
No, it doesn't have to be estimated. You can't present me with an estimated bill. You have to present me with an accurate bill. Do that or get lost. God, it's great hearing the silence. The silence is golden. You don't know what to say. You have hung up this time, haven't you? She hung up.